This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Oh, a little rope-a-dope here. Scoring hook. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
The charts action from both of these fighters. They have no respect for each other's punching power. You'd like to see more jabs. Counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Nope, that hook won't score. The hand speed in these lighter divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself. Shot lands. Just missed with that hook. That counter punch caught him clean. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Hector Camacho. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Into it. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
And there's the bell for round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
A lot of effort being exerted here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter. The perfect counter lands. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just avoids the left uppercut. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Tried to score with the uppercut. Good counter punching. These punches coming from every angle. It's all offense all the time. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Hector Camacho in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I like it. I'm happy. Good man. I need you to get back out there. I need you to win this round. Get out. He's too tired. He's not getting back out.
There's the bell to start round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
There's a counter shot. A lot of swinging and missing. That time counter shot. Perfect punch. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That punch landed. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Those counter punches have to hurt. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hector Camacho that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Good work out there. I need you to get back out there. I need you to win this round. Get down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him be smart. Just get your shots off. Don't give him anything. Go back
and there's the bell to start round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Good counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
We have a fight that's got great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. Can Arturo Gotti survive this storm? And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Hector Camacho in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? You were thinking? You were smoothing this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league.
There's the bell to start round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The jab doesn't quite connect. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's a scoring blow. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Punch, counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hector Camacho. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight.
Now breathe. Breathe. Get your breath.
Let's start the 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Another scoring shot there. Beautiful counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. All right, hook misses. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter shot. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And he misses with that straight left. Ooh, Camacho is in trouble. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hector Camacho in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye.
Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
A perfect counter shot. The courage on display here is incredible. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Both men step back for just a moment. With that jab. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, four. Continue.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it as they were dropped twice in the last round.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Really don't care. Go out there. Great round. Great round. Now relax.
Round 8, and we're off again. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Gotta let your hands go. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I need to see that again.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Wow, Gotti just got clipped! I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. This fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here, or this fight is going to be over.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this. Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work.
And there's the bell to start round 9. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. It's all offense all the time. Just misses with that uppercut. Well done with that counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice job getting that punch through. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you...
So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight?
Are you all right? Are you okay?
So that's that. The referee's made his judgment, and we carry on. Both men step back for just a moment. That hook doesn't score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Has to be, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Hector Camacho that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Just get your breath on the end of that jab and then just start gathering your pace. Win this round back. Still letting your power shot. Good work. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. Right, let's go out there. Get your boxing back together.
This is the 10th. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, boxing. Frustrating, because if you let him get away with it, he pulls you down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Swing and a miss for that jab. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. So a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Not a lot of punch. Hold that thought. Whoa, he got clipped there. This could be the end. Try to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hector Camacho in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't the middle. You can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back. Go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag. Now you've let him back into it.
Here's the 11th. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive then. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Arturo Gotti is in serious trouble here. That was the moment.
Ring Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
You'd like to see more jabs. That's another scoring shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Hector Camacho. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I like it. I'm happy. Good man. Win the round, right? It's only one round that you...
And there's the bell to start round 12. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the...
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, and Gotti gets clipped. Arturo Gotti in trouble. He's been in this situation many times before, but I don't know if he's going to find a way out. Now, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight had carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over again.